Okay, when I've been out speaking to students, a lot of them have brought up the point that they feel very disaffiliated towards the union. Currently, like Brighton, the UBSU is undergoing a governance review, but on a national level, the NUS, the National Union of Students, has already ratified a new constitution. It's like brought in a new governance review. Like there's been a lot of debate whether people think that this will like increase participation at a grassroots level, or whether it's in fact a curb on democracy for students. What are your views on this?
Democracy, a new constitution that's been from the NUS. Sorry, I was. What are my views on the new constitution of the NUS? Well, my knowledge, I'm not going to lie, my knowledge of this isn't to the best at the moment. But my wisdom is, take this how you will. My knowledge can develop. My wisdom is, you're born with it. A little proverb, knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. But wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. That's all I can say about that. Take that how you will.
I really hope you do stand up sometimes, because I think you're bloody great, man. I believe that we as students have a very, very powerful voice when we are organised. And now this is true that across the UK, students have been coming together in ways that they've not seen in this country for years, and coming out in organisation to speak out about these things. We have a voice. If we think our democratic right is being taken away by this constitution, we, as students, as proactive, intelligent, young thinkers, and the next leaders of this country are going to come together and say, no, I'm sorry, mate, we don't want this. We have a collective voice, and the union's role is to facilitate that collective voice. If the new constitution is taking down our rights, I would stand up for every single one of them. Do I think it is? I have heard through the grapevine that yes, it might make it more difficult, this new constitution, for us to make decisions as a union. How? I just heard it through the grapevine.
Well, it's fantastic you've been listening to the grapevine. It's fantastic that you've been opening fortune cookies. But I was there at that conference, and I voted for this constitution. I went with a delegation, the largest delegation that this university has ever sent to the NUS, and we voted for this constitution. My views, the constitution is not perfect. There were events that went on that day that prohibited us from having a full debate on specifics in that constitution, and there were some things I know that other delegates that I was with wanted to talk about that weren't allowed to happen that day, and hopefully the delegates that you send to national NUS conference through this election can talk about these things. But overall, it was the right thing to do. The disabled students were disenfranchised quite badly with the old constitution. It was out of date. It was a lot like our constitution. Our constitution is out of date. We have done exactly what the national NUS have done by going through a huge governance review this year. And we're going to do what the national NUS did over the summer. We're going to ratify a new constitution, and we're going to bring this student union up into the 21st century to make sure that every voice is heard. And I promise you that I'm the best candidate to do that, because I've been there and I've seen how it's done.